Hello my friends, I am here today again because there's some messages coming through. Yeah. So the last few days I was a lot on Instagram and just checking the news, not the news, but like the astrological news and like all the beautiful human beings that are channeling messages from higher realms. And something that was just like this aha moment that I want to share now and just rumble a little bit about is about this message that's in the collective field everywhere that says, come down into your body and come into action. Like, just do it. Just do it. And what I see in that is that as a collective, we're really asked to, after I feel like in the spiritual world and in the spiritual community, the last few years have been very much about like transcending and like going up into the highest realms and kind of like understanding really like highest consciousness, understanding the fabric, the essence of life itself, frequency, energy, vibration, magnetism, like the laws of the universe, the universal laws, and how all of that works in like the subtle layers and on the energetic layer. And what is asked from us right now is to really come back into the body and to actually realize that our body, like the only life we have is like, if we believe that we are incarnating more often, then we have more lives. But in this persona and this character is just one life in our body. And we are really asked to now take all of this knowledge that we have and all of this spiritual wisdom that is up here down into our solar plexus, speaking about our chakras. Something that I work with a lot and that I now see is that on the one hand, we are asked to pull down all the knowledge and all the wisdom from above, from our third eye, from the crown, from our throat, from all these subtle realms, to take them down into our solar plexus, and from there to come into action, because solar plexus is our will, it's where we come into action, where we actually do things and execute things in our everyday world. And on the other hand, to take all this heaviness and all the emotions and all of the things that we see in the real news, like in the television news, that always drag us down, that are so heavy, like all the fear and all the anger and all the shame and all the suppression, and to take this up also into our solar plexus, into our fire, into our will, and to transmute it and to transform it. And what perfectly fits in a way, I feel that's also this change of energy right now, really being asked to come into the body and from here to really act and to really do the steps, is that we are moving into the 9 years new cycle of the fire horse. And the fire horse is definitely connected to our solar plexus, to our inner fire, to this inner momentum of like, okay, let's go. It's like a horse, like I see like this running strong, bold horse with like all of the fire kind of like burning from it or something. And so that's so much, it's so much manipula energy, it's so much fire and solar plexus energy. And so I see this all around, and it's all around. So we are really asked to come into action and to show up and to, through our actions, to transform the world, because it's beautiful to have all this spiritual knowledge and all this knowledge about non-duality and about energy and frequency and everything, and about how manifestation works. But one essential point of manifestation is always the action. Because yes, we can direct and focus our mind and our thoughts into what we want. We can feel already like we are there. But then the third step is the action, and that's also what many people miss or don't want to do, because it's the action, it's the actual doing, it's really conquering our fears and really just becoming this new version of ourselves that in the ultimate also shifts your surrounding, your reality, but in the bigger picture, the whole reality of this world, because you are a part of the collective. And when you change your reality, a part of this collective reality shifts and it evaporates. It's like this wave that is influencing all the people around you. So we are really asked in these times, and especially in this New Year cycle, I believe it starts on the 17th of February, like the new 9-year cycle. And till then, also with this upcoming new moon, to really, like, that's actually today or tomorrow, like the new moon in Capricorn, depending on where you are on Earth, probably. To really shed and let it all go, and to really plant the seeds of, okay, what are my fucking next action steps? Like, what do I want to bring in this world? What do I want to create in this world? And to actually then do it. Like, what is one step you can do for your new reality and for this whole collective to become a new reality? Maybe that's something you can just ask yourself. What is a dream of yours? What is something you're really like looking forward, and something really coming from your heart, like a dream, a desire, it's really coming from your heart? And how can you do one step towards that? And how can you not let your fear stop you from that, but instead let the fear just be a driver, like a passenger that can be there, but he's not sitting on the wheel drive. Wheel drive, is it called like that? Yeah, and that was a message for today.